Break the huddle, football fans. I'm Gridiron Glory host Nathan Takitch alongside SEOAL reporter Abbey Carnivale, ready to break down another game of the week. This time it's Point Pleasant versus Gallia Academy in the Battle of the Bridge, a rivalry renewed after a 7-year hiatus. And Abbey, Point Pleasant, they're looking to add to that really impressive regular season win streak they've put together. What's it going to take for Gallia Academy to stop that streak?
Exactly. Well, Gallia Academy has been able to rack up substantial point totals in this week, but we can't forget that cliche of defense wins championships. It's really crucial in this game, and it'll be crucial in their matchup against Point Pleasant's explosive offense. It'll really test the Blue Devils. Although they aren't fighting for any league titles in Friday night's matchup, this will be a great place for Gallia to really test their defensive line and get things under control just before they start league play in 2 weeks.
We talked about league play already. It's never too early to talk about the playoffs, though. And for teams that make the playoffs, it always seems like they have that stud player on their sideline that really carries the team. It's not true in every case, but generally it is. So for Point Pleasant, they seem destined for the playoffs again in 2014 in West Virginia. Who's that guy for them?
Well, when you look through the footage of last week and weeks before, I've noticed Coach Starks can really rely on a bunch of players in his squad to perform for him. But everyone has those key players. I saw a lot from John Peterson and obviously QB Aiden Yates. But that one that really stands out, he's Cody Mitchell. He walked out of last week's route of Logan with 7 touchdowns, inserting himself into Point Pleasant's record books. He manages to do it any way he can, along with making it look easy. Against Logan, he tallied 6 rushing touchdowns while adding 1 more on a pass from Yates and another on the other side of the ball as an interception. I tell you, no matter where this kid is on the field, he's producing. Mitchell,
obviously a great week last week in week 3. Maybe he'll be able to continue it the whole way through, score 7 touchdowns a game. Maybe not. Meanwhile, on the other sideline, Gallia Academy, they're no strangers to stars. Wade Gerald a couple years ago won our Player of the Year award for Gridiron Glory. Wes Gerald, his brother, is on the sideline. Is he the guy that Coach Reif can count on this season? Is the guy that can get Gallia into the postseason?
Well, I talked to Coach last week, and he seemed to be excited to have his running back, Wes Gerald, in full force after injury. But I talked to my fellow SEOAL reporter, Carter Eckel, and it didn't really sound like Gerald was back at full force. Picking up the running back position was Eli Miller, and his fast feet have been impressive to viewers and defensive lines alike. He's been making up the slack left behind in the past few weeks, and of course, QB Cole Carter is out there racking up stats. And I think it'll be really interesting to watch that junior develop on the field.
So the rivalry, it all comes down to this. First time since 2008 these teams are playing each other. Who do you think is going to walk away in the matchup with a win?
Well, I really think the turnout's going to be huge for this game, especially since they haven't played each other in so long. But it'll be really interesting to see if Gallia's defense will be able to keep up with Point Pleasant's offense. And honestly, I don't really see it happening, unfortunately. My prediction is 54-14, but I really hope it's a closer matchup than that.
52-14. I mean, regardless, Point Pleasant's obviously a very talented team. It's going to take a big effort from Gallia to get it done. Looking forward to a great game. Abbey, thanks a lot. Gridiron fans, if you're looking for a bunch of other great games, you can check us out on Friday night at 11:30 on WOUB. We have highlights, analysis, and a whole lot more. But the fun doesn't stop there. You can check us out on the web also at woub.org/sports/gridiron for all kinds of cool midweek content. You can even check us out on social media at Gridiron Glory on Facebook and Twitter. You can use the hashtag GGPOY to send us your picks for the Player of the Year candidate that you'd like to see on our show this week. Also check us out on Instagram at WOUB Sports. But until Friday night, I'm Nathan Takitch with Abbey Carnivale, reminding you that there's nothing better than Friday nights and Gridiron Glory.